Oh my gracious. Oh, lovely Loretta. She ready to eat this morning, ain't you? Girl, I had no idea that you was a track star. Goodness gracious alive. I bet you could run a 4.340. Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh, good morning, y'all. Jason over here at Cog Hill Farm. I hope your day is going as well as Loretta's. That girl got some energy now. That's funny. That is funny right there. Now let me get them guys taken care of this morning. I'm coming, girl. I'm coming. Let me get you fixed up. Yeah. Let's get you fixed up. That's right. That's right. Y'all sleep all right last night? I guess that's a yes. I guess Gus didn't keep you up. No. All right, let me go get some warm water for your feed. You just gotta chill. I gotta get you some warm water, okay? Just give me just a second. Oh girl gets hangry in the mornings. Now I tell you. Woo! Flying a little solo this morning. Brooke and Mary Carl went on a little homeschooling adventure first thing this morning. They will be back later this morning, but I told them to go on. Don't worry about it. I will take care of everything. What's going on, you two? Huh? What's going on? Y'all doing all right? You doing all right, girl? Yeah. Go on out, Pocket. Go on out. I'm coming to get you in just a second. Come on, boss lady. Come on over here to where you go. Come on. I do have a big announcement to tell you guys. Big news about to happen here on the farm. So much I might even have to do a little. I'll get everybody's warm water at the same time. Loretta just has to learn just a little bit of patience. It's a lot quicker this way, Loretta. Breakfast is ready, madame. There you go, madam. Good morning, Sheriff. How you doing? Sleep good? Gus didn't keep you up, did he? I hope not. He liable to keep the whole farm up. Yeah, I might have to invest some earplugs for everybody. Just let me know if you think that's a good idea, and I'll get into that petty cash drawer, sir. I really can't wait to tell you guys the big news. I really can't. Oh, man. All right, let's get the boss lady here. Hers is ready. Yeah, we already gave Pocket some hay this morning, didn't we? We sure did. All right, there you go. There you go. There you go. Peaches, y'all didn't stay up late last night shooting fireworks, did you? Peaches said, no, sir. This is a anti-firework establishment over here. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I remember at the old farm, before we had our YouTube channel, we had horses. And let me just tell y'all, and Pocket probably agrees to this, horses and fireworks do not mix, do they, girl? Not at all. You think your dog gets scared with fireworks? Whoo! Horses on another level. It was really bad. I actually thought that they were going to break through our fencing and get hurt seriously bad. We ended up talking to the neighbors about it at the time, and kind of didn't do any good the next year. So yeah, we are officially a no fireworks zone. But Peaches, what I gotta know is, did y'all pop any corks and have some champagne last night? Hey, but don't worry. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna let anybody know if y'all got, into the champagne. That's perfectly fine. You're an adult, grown pig. I know. Peaches don't want anybody to know that she has fun, so, she's gonna keep that on the down low, I can tell you that. Yep, she's all business, No play. But we do got some serious business to talk about today, Peaches. Big, big business. This is gonna be awesome. How many eyeballs do I have on me this morning? A few. I can feel them staring right through my soul right now. We're coming, guys, we're coming. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all doing okay? Y'all know if Peaches got into that champagne or not? Yeah, I know y'all not gonna rat on the boss lady. I don't blame you. I still ain't got a 25-cent raise and I've never told on her. Oh, let's cut that fence off. Highway to heaven this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. There y'all go. All right there, Matilda. Come on, baby girl. Come on, show them how you can run. Come on, let's go. Come on. Oh, there you go, precious. All right. Get the water going this morning. Right here. Got this on. Grab a little air in it. We don't need a splishy splash ourselves this morning when it's 29 degrees. Grab my bracelet right here. Gonna leave the fence off. Let's go let everybody out. Good morning, Shake and Bake. Y'all come on. Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. Lovely Loretta's gonna come in. She's not the cleanup crew this morning, though. Nope, you're not going in there. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're not going in the boys' room. No. You can go in there now, but I don't want you going in here. Because the goats don't leave much. The boys might, and emu feed is not for super pro athletic pigs like yourself. Oh, I got a bowl over here. I need to get this bowl up. Loretta brought a bowl over here this morning, didn't she, buddy? She sure did. Gus, you through eating? You through? I like to collect the bowls, sir. I see Loretta. I found this one. I don't know where she went with that other one. Yeah. This way it's a lot easier for us to feed you guys in the morning. You can see we got extra bowls. I don't know what she did with that last one, though. Oh, there it is. Right there. All right. Got the bowls found. Just makes life easier in the mornings when we feed them. All right. All right, Big Daddy. Let's go check on this water. Oh yeah, we full. All right, here we go. Devil went down to Georgia. Get this bucket here. Y'all, I just missed it, but Peaches just opened up that door. I mean, you would have thought it was a person over there. Just slid it right on open and whoosh, out the door she went. Good morning, Snow White. And your drawers. How y'all doing this morning? How's y'all's water? Y'all got water? Oh yeah, y'all got water. Let me get y'all a scoop of feed. All right, here y'all go. Here y'all go. All right, Snow White, hold it down, girl. Tell you what I might do. I think I'm gonna let them out. Sun's out today, and we're gonna get some warmer temperatures today. Temperatures. There's no tempers around here except Loretta. She gets a little temperamental. Her temperature does rise. But we're gonna have some warmer weather today, thank goodness. Which means I'm going to put this scoop back up. That's what that means. I don't know what I was thinking. Now, which means I'm gonna let Snow White and the dwarfs out today. As soon as I got, y'all are not making this easy for me this morning, are you? Not at all. Well, I'm gonna stack bowls up, that's for sure. Right here, let's get all these stacked up. Right here. Now let's see if I can get you guys out of here. I'm gonna let Snow White and them out for a minute. Yeah, y'all be outside all the time. Y'all are outside all the time. Y'all come on. Come on, there we go. There we go. Let's go, Big Gus. Oh, goodness. Gus, there's nothing in there. Come on, let's go. There's nothing in there. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. Now, I know that door's locked because Gus can open it. Him and Peaches, too smart for their own good. I do think Peaches is smarter than Gus. And I'm not just saying that because I want that 25-cent raise. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if she heard me or not, but at least I tried. All right, ladies. Y'all come out here and shake a leg this morning. Come on. There y'all go. All right. I almost forgot Pocket's salt lick. Hey, Pocket, I got you something, girl. Yeah, got you a salt lick, Pocket. Where would you like it? I think we can put it right here. What do you think? I think this is my best spot right here. Now, here we go. All right, Holly, let's go check on the chickens. Come on, Holly. And for those that are wondering, I have already taken care of the horses and the boys. They've been taken care of already this morning, right? Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, good morning. Big Cheese. Y'all come on, let's get a snack this morning. Yeah. Y'all come on, get you a snack this morning. Yeah, there you go. Get the antennas on. They're still a little shy. Put some over here so they can get to them over here. Where are y'all? Oh, y'all went on that side. You gonna come over and eat it, ain't you, girl? Huh? All right, let's get this door open for you guys. All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna have to shed some clothes soon. I got long johns on and everything. Go on in there, sister. Go on, help yourself. About to gather eggs. All right, girls. Let's see what we got this morning. 2, 4, and 6. Yep, this jacket's gonna come off here in just a second out here in the sun. All right, we'll set our eggs back here this morning. Geez, we're gonna get you out in the sun, brother. Let's put it right here this morning. That looks like a good spot. All right, buddy, here we come. Gonna get you filled up. Got Mr. Cheese fixed up. Think I got everything taken care of over here. Y'all look at this though, look. She might be telling on herself right there now. It's awful early to be laying out in the sun. Yeah. I'm gonna check the trash can for empty champagne bottles. All right, Holly. Let's go tell everybody the big news. Hey, listen. Listen. Hey. Hey, listen, we don't have to get cranky. No. I almost forgot y'all, but I didn't forget. No, I didn't forget. Goodness gracious. You would have thought I forgot. I didn't forget. No. Well, sort of, but I still got over here. I thought Loretta was bad. Sure did. All right, Holly. Now let's go tell everybody some news. Well, as most of y'all know, we got 40 acres here on our property. Basically, half of it is the pasture land where the animals are, and the other half is this forest area, which it really needs to be. Let me turn it around like this. Right here. This right here. And also, most of y'all know that this forest area, well, I've gotten into it a little bit, but at some point, somewhere way before we got here, somebody had this clear cutted, just completely clear cutted, and did not manage it, maintain it, replant it, do everything that you should do when you do something like that. They didn't selectively cut it. They didn't thin it out. They just, boom, just all the way down. There had to be 0 trees left through here from, you can just see how it looks. It doesn't look as bad on camera. I don't think you can really tell. I don't know. You can see this is all overgrown mess. You can't even see, once you get past a couple of these pine trees, you can't see anything further because that is all mainly an invasive species called Chinese privet. And it has taken over this complete forest area among other things. Honestly, the best way I can put it is this area has cancer. It's slowly being smothered. Never was done properly. Whoever lived here got their money. I don't know what kind of situation they were in. Maybe they were in money issues. Maybe, and this was their only choice. I don't know. I don't even know when this was clear cutted. I don't know how many years ago this was. But regardless, it has never been maintained. And what happened is when they clear cut it and don't do anything else, they don't burn it, if they don't replant it, all your invasive species and your fast sprouting stuff will just shoot up, and all your slower growth trees will get smothered out. And then you have all this where your trees are 1 and 2 foot apart. And I always say, if you ever grown carrots before, or any type of garden, but just say carrots. I use carrots because carrots is a really great example. And you don't thin your carrots out, and you have this real thick, row of carrots, and you go to harvest your carrots, and your carrots are small. But if you were to thin your carrots out and give them space to grow, then your carrots would be way larger. This is basically the same thing. And I'll show you as we walk through here and tell you what's going on. But number one, you'll see that we have no large trees in here, hardly nothing. Nothing compared to where it has been thinned and kind of halfway maintained. Or we got these humongous oak trees, right? In here, there's none of that. It's all these little small trees like this or like this. I mean, you can look through here, there's nothing of any size because these little trees, because they're only just feet apart, are all battling for resources. And your land can only provide so much. Our forest is not well at all. It's really not. It eventually just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So Brooke and myself started doing a ton of research, y'all. And I mean a ton of research. We started talking to a lot of people, a lot of land management people and companies. We got the state involved. We got a lot of land conservationists, any and everybody we can think of that's in our area that's willing to help and to help us get a handle on this and what we need to do to make this a living and thriving Alabama forest here in central Alabama, because this is not it at all. We have no big trees in here. We have no signs of wildlife really in here. We have no animals bedding in here. Mary Carl comes over here and tries to go birding in here, but as you can tell, just listen. Dead silence. Absolutely nothing really is in this forest, not even a squirrel, because this forest area that we're in is not thriving at all. And that is what we're wanting to correct. We want to correct the previous landowner's mistake. We have finally, or it's finally going to start happening. Phase 1 is about to begin, and that is this. We are having a land management company come in to help us thin this forest area out so we can get a grip on it for sure. They're going to come in, and we're going to mark some trees too that we definitely want to keep. But also they're going to come in, and because they know a lot more about it than we do, and come in and selectively remove trees for us. And Holly's on the run. And open things up. Make this a thriving and living forest again instead of what it is now. Because this is not what it's supposed to be like in here at all. We want to make it way better for the wildlife for sure. We want to attract a lot more wildlife in here. We want to make it where we can come in here, especially Mary Carl, because she loves to go birding. It's oh, it got me tickled. Oh, me. But I say all that to say this. We're on schedule. Starting next week, we're having a land crew come in here, and they are going to start selectively thinning out this forest area for us. I do know that some people do not agree with that. And I think it's because when people, quote unquote, they could call it logging or clear cut, whatever you want to call it, we're not doing that. We're fixing a mistake that somebody actually did that. Not all removing of trees is bad. We're not making any money off this. This is going to cost us money. This has nothing to do with greed or anything like that. So I want to make that clear. We're doing this because this forest area is slowly dying, and we want to fix it. Now, I will say this. When they get done, it's not going to look pretty. It's really not going to look pretty, y'all. I hope a lot of y'all don't have the idea that when they get done, it's going to look like a beautiful park forest setting ideal. It's not. It's going to be a pretty good mess, because they're going to come in, they're going to get what they can out, but there's going to be stuff down, and we're going to have to come in and get all that piled up and removed and all that kind of good stuff. So this is not going to be a quick fix at all. This may take a year, 2 years, 3 years, not quite for sure how long it's going to take, but we have to get started some kind of way, because it's just, y'all, it's just not going to make it like this. We want to come out here and see deer in here, and turkey, and quail, and hear songbirds in here. I mean, there's not even a mockingbird in here. Don't even hear a blue jay. And if you live here in Alabama, you know, you hear those all the time. But nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm not quite for sure how long it's going to take them to even do all this. I have no idea. I don't know if it's going to take a week. Is it going to take a month? Is it going to take 2 months? I have no idea. And I will say this is a legit company. We know the family that runs this business extremely well. As a matter of fact, pretty much have known the family as a whole probably my entire life. So today we're going to get some paint cans. We're going to mark some trees that we want to keep. And I just wanted to give you guys an update as to what was about to start happening here on our farm. And I can't be more happier. I really can't. Now, anything you see that you got a question about, mark it. Okay?
I mean, to keep.
To keep. Mark it. And if he, says, hey, look, this tree here is, diseased, or, he'll come back and tell us. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. If you want one to keep it, then mark it.
Can't stand it back up.
Can't stand it back up.
I see one I want to mark.
Mark it. Holly, we got to find your ball. Holly left her ball down here. Where's your baby? Huh? Where's your baby? Where's Pink?
Oh, no, that's not Pink.
Is that Tucker?
That's Tucker.
You should have known that.
Look how dusty she is.
Tucker loves to go hiking.
Here comes Pink, right?
Oh, she found her ball.
Did she really?
Yep.
Congratulations.
I see Pink coming.
Yeah, Pink's coming too.
Pink won't go with us, though.
No.
More than likely. Tucker will.
Loves to go in the woods.
But Pink does not care for it too much.
How about this one? Want to keep this one?
Yeah, let's keep that one.
And where are you marking?
Eye level and at the very bottom.
See, like this on the side, it needs to go.
Yeah, they're too close to each other.
Because it...
Yep. Yeah, eye level and then at the base. As low as you can go.
Right here.
Yep. And we were advised to use paint instead of marking tape because you'll go through so much marking tape, marking them, and it's a lot more tedious, and there's a chance that it may come off, as paint will not. Now, you may say, well, your trees are going to be painted. Well, that stripe will be on there, but it will eventually weather away, probably in about a year or so. You won't see the orange paint anymore. That's why they told us to use marking paint versus the marking tape. And we're doing it in two places. We're doing it at the very bottom and at the top. Thought y'all might get a better sense if you actually see me buy this. I mean, this is crazy. And as far as we can see, this is what it looks like. Just total. It's just being engulfed. Oh, we don't live in the Amazon. It looks like it though. Oh goodness. We've always shown this part of the property and talked about how he wanted it cleaned up and in, the way it should be. A lot of people suggest that we ought to run our goats through here, which would clean a lot of this privet up for sure. And a lot of this overgrowth that's invasive, but it would not help out with the overcrowding of all of these trees right here. It would not help that out at all. So that's why we're getting a crew to come in here and do what they're going to do. Plus, we have no infrastructure over here, no power over here. I don't know how we would keep the goats contained, or pigs, without them going over to neighbors' properties or predators getting them and that kind of thing. So that's why we never gone that route. We have thought about it, but again, they would definitely help clean a lot of this up here, all this privet, and I don't know what all this stuff is in here that's invasive, but I mean, they would definitely clean all this overgrowth up, but they would not help out with the tree issue we have. Now, some of y'all might be wondering, why don't we mulch it? Why don't we get a mulcher to come through here like we did when we first moved here in kind of the front half of the property? And there's several reasons for this. Number one, he'd probably get stuck in this wet bottom. Different equipment that these guys are going to bring in versus a mulcher, which is an attachment basically on something like Bobby C. Also, another reason is that it couldn't take out any bigger trees that needed to be taken out. The mulcher can only handle smaller trees. Then we also have just learned is that mulching doesn't do what we want to do. So mulching it'll put a layer on the ground and smother out any of the native species, and it makes it really difficult to do any type of controlled burning. So therefore, that's why you wouldn't want to do mulching in this area. One thing that I do notice when I'm walking around through here, at our other farm, it had never been touched. And I don't know if you guys remember over there or not, but especially in early spring, we would have this massive, just humongous patches of May apples that would come up, which is a native plant here in our area and has a lot of medicinal purposes. The apple is actually edible, but the rest of the plant's not. But beautiful plant, has a beautiful white flower, and it would just be these huge, huge patches of those. When I would go trillium hunting for trilliums, and I used to love to find those, and we had a bunch of them over there at the other farm. Among other things, we had the native buckeye. Hummingbirds love it because it has this red tubular. We had Indian pink. I mean, just Christmas ferns, all the native ferns. Just so much diversity. That was all native plants over there by the abundance. I can't even think of it all. It was just so much there. Here, absolutely none of that. Zero. Hardly any ferns in here, and this is a kind of wet right in here. No trilliums, no May-apples, no Indian pinks, I mean, none of that. So let me show you guys the difference. All right, this is our property right here. There's been clear cutting. Y'all can see the vast thickness of it all. Completely just, you know what we got over here. All right, but now we're gonna cross over into this side over here, past these weeds over there. That's the neighbors that hasn't been clear cutted, and look at the difference. Look at the trees. Look at that big old oak tree right there. It's huge. Way different between that and this. Cat, she down there dust bathing.
Oh my God.
She took every step I took.
Well, Pink took almost every step I took.
So you had a black cat with you and I had one with me.
I did. She got about 3/4 of the way and she decided to give it up.
Tucker didn't.
Tucker.
I think Tucker would go to the woods hiking every day.
Oh, I know she would. And she used to when we lived at the old property, and you could go
Yeah, you
in
could
the
walk in
woods.
there. Yeah.
You just, it's not enjoyable to go in there.
You know, I mentioned it earlier. Do you remember at the old property, at all of the just patches of native plants, the May-apples
Yeah, I do.
and the buckeye?
We don't have that because there's no sunlight.
No, the Indian pink and the trilliums and all the ferns, and yeah, we don't have any of that.
We don't have any of that.
Zero.
And we're not doing this to put animals back there. This
No.
is simply because it's what it needs to thrive.
Exactly. The forest is dying a slow death.
It's not going to do any more than what it's doing already, which is absolutely nothing.
Right.
It's stagnant.
It is stagnant.
What you doing?
I was looking at Tucker.
I figured you were looking at something because your camera was getting higher and you weren't looking at me.
Look at her.
Tucker. If Pink sees you, I don't know what she's gonna do.
Tucker says
She's probably gonna cut you from the cat clan.
She's trying to be a brown cat.
Girl.
Look at her.
Oh, I've never seen a cat do like that.
She loves the dust bathe, doesn't she?
That's why she's always so brown.
It is,
I mean,
always.
you can do like this on Tucker and it's just poof.
Like pig pen.
Yeah. We're not talking about you.
Just like pig pen. Yeah. She's the most vocal cat we own too.
Yep. Well, Tucker, we might have our woods back.
Tucker said that'd be awesome. That means more hiking.
More hiking.
More
With
hiking.
cats.
Well, I'm so glad that you got to hang out with us today and get the big news firsthand. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all had or have the best new year ever. 2026 is here and it's going to be an awesome one. Love y'all. Catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be good.